Welcome to the road. We are downtown in Nashville, Tennessee, about to go check out all of that. But before we do, there's something more important we need to do first. I wasn't kidding. First thing first, we gotta come to the gym. I drove 8 hours to get down here, but whether I'm driving or I'm flying, one of the first things I like to do is get in a workout when I get to the spot that I'm gonna be in for a little while. It helps me move around blood, it helps me wake up, it helps me get oriented and settled into the location, so that's what I wanna do. We're gonna go in there, nothing crazy serious. We're just gonna move blood, a little bit of arms, a little bit of chest, maybe a little bit of back, but then we're gonna go check out Broadway Street. We're gonna check out Nashville a little bit before we start getting ready for episodes of Guest Pass. We got Guest Pass, we got the Music City Fit Expo, we got more Guest Pass, and then we're gonna head back to Vegas. This is Timmy. We weren't even planning to really come in today.
Yeah,
we just got in a little early. We figured we'd come work out and see the gym.
Yeah,
Oh, this looks fantastic.
I'm born and raised, so it's changed tremendously.
Yeah, how so? Because they say now that it's like mini Vegas. When did that happen?
Probably about, I'd say about 10, 15 years ago, it started getting bigger.
What made that happen?
Just everybody's moving here.
Oh, okay. But then I also heard that like bachelorettes.
120 a day. A lot of
120
a day.
I heard bachelorettes like crazy.
Bachelorettes, bachelor parties, everything.
So, like we were talking about earlier, 8-9 hours in the car. All I really want to do is move some blood around, get warmed up, and just kind of shake off all the travel. So we're going to do a little bit of triceps, we're going to do a little bit of biceps, maybe a little bit of chest, but everything is going to be like 1 or 2 sets, maybe 1 working set. That's about it. It's going to be something that we can recover from extremely quickly, but will wake the body up pretty much entirely. She's like so buff. I don't think she realizes how buff she is. Like we'll go to competitions, bodybuilding competitions, not her, like you and I and stuff, gyms. I don't think she realizes like the shape she's in. She's super modest about it. She's like, maybe I could do a show one day. I'm like, if you showed up right now, I think you'd be top 5. She's a yoga girl, exercises, ride horses. She's always doing physical stuff. She's just really modest about it. She just doesn't think it is as impressive as it is. One time we were in Orlando at Universal, and this woman came up and she was like, "You have the best biceps and arms I've ever seen." And I was like, "That's such a compliment, honey." You know, she's just modest, that's all. She probably knows. She's probably in the mirror at home, like when no one's looking, like. Your bicep has 2 heads. You have the long head and the short head, or the brachii and the brachialis. The 2 ways you train them. So, the one head pulls the bones, literally flips the bones over. So when we curl, we come up and we put our palms forward. The more you can twist your palm this way, or people say try to bring your pinky over your thumb, the more you will contract this head because you are literally pulling the bone over. So when we're doing alternating dumbbell curls, you want to come up, over, over. The other head, however, runs from here into the forearm, right here. That's only purpose is up. So one of the things you can do is hammer curls, up and up, or the reverse curl, which is when you have your hands over top and you curl up. You will feel it tremendously with an overhand curl, but it is a compromising exercise. And Dorian Yates actually tore his before the 1996, 1997 Mr. Olympia. So a variation that I like to do uses the rope. When you have the rope here, the traditional hammer curl is up, right? But what I'm suggesting is when you come up, gently twist in the opposite direction. And as you twist in, it will be very similar to an overhand grip, but since both arms are unilateral and you have that rope, you will take away so much of the variables that can cause injury. So it won't look like much. It won't look like much when you're doing it. So this is the normal curl. That is the slight inside. From the outside perspective, it probably doesn't look like much, but if you were inside my palms, you would see how I'm gently here instead of here, here instead of here. So here, up. Yeah, we drove in from Raleigh, North Carolina, from ZMF headquarters or the farm. It was about 8.5 hours, and it was fine. It was really easy, but just long. So when I drive that long or I fly that long, when I get off the plane, I have this sense of like tired, but lazy, kind of anxious and not really sure what to do with myself. But when I come to the gym, I move blood around, it kind of centers me out immediately. Kind of like just brings me right back to where I was, puts my head on straight, gives me a little ego boost.
Drove the whole way. I kept offering, but he didn't want to give up the...
Well, to be fair, she offered 3 times in the last 20 minutes of the drive. And that's true.
The only time I didn't volunteer was the first 2 hours when I was in a coma, because it was 6 a.m.
Okay. This is a really good exercise because you can start with your tries if you want, and then as you start to fail, you can pitch forward and bring in your chest, or vice versa. No, I just wanted to heave and ho before we got started on anything. Just want to heave. I just want to ho. Fee, fi, fo, fum at the gym, getting it done. Gonna have a protein shake, cause I'm too lazy to keep eating steak. My nephew weighs about this much, so I practice this move in case there's ever a flood. I'm gonna sit in my boat and I'm gonna snatch and save all the dogs and all the children, just like this. None of them will have to worry, because I've been training for the day. Or if I have to climb a tree, if I have to climb a tree, then reach down and just pick somebody up and lift them in the tree. I'm gonna be ready for it. Yeah, that was good. So nothing was trained directly, but everything that was hit with good intensity and with good effort, just very, very low volume. So was it enough to stimulate any growth? Maybe, but probably not. But was it enough for maintenance? Absolutely, times some. And it made me feel great. I got a good pump, felt strong, cleared my head up, really changed my mood, which is what I was actually looking for. So, but some of those were heavy. Like some of those sets, like we did that one chest, that dip chest press I did, that was hard. I went, yeah, I was picking up that potato sack. So I might grow from this. We'll see.
Yeah. Good. I just wanted to move my body, so I trained everything and
Now we're gonna run to Target because I think we actually have about 30 minutes open, and I want to grab a couple things like a pack of wife pleasers. And also we have to get some poster board and a couple other things from Mandy, but we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. There is a place called The Chef and I. So I will be mighty disappointed if there is anyone else there besides me and that gentleman cooking the food. So, but we'll see. Expectations are super high, to be fair, being fair. But we're gonna go downtown and check out Broadway Street. So we're gonna do a ton tomorrow.
sorry.
We're gonna do it. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna it's the phone, okay? We're gonna do a ton tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. So how much exploring we're gonna have, I don't know. So I'm hoping tonight, you know, after dinner, it will cool down a little bit. I'm hoping, and we'll be able to walk Broadway Street until we get bored or tired, and then take a taxi home or whatever we're gonna do. Ever since I was a little guy, I've just always had Lego. When I was young though, we couldn't afford them. So I would always have sets kind of like this size. You know, even this was 20 bucks. This would have been a lot for my family back in the day. So I loved them. I was obsessed with them. I used to literally cry in the Lego aisle because of all the beautiful boxes and all the different sets, and I would want them so bad, but we just couldn't afford them. So my mom would get me something small, and of course I loved it and I was appreciative of it. But then as I got older, I got more into motorcycles and sports, and I fell out of Lego. But when I broke both my arms, I think it was 2019, I had a motorcycle accident. I broke both my arms. The doctor told me that I probably would lose my fingers a little bit, where I wouldn't be able to pick up like pins and pens very easily. So I thought to myself, like, I always enjoyed Lego, and it's something that I haven't done in a while. I should get back into it because I think it will help my fingers a lot. So that was like 2019. That's like almost 5 years ago now. So for the last 5 years or so, I've been collecting Lego again, mostly for me, under the excuse of rehabilitation.
Another animal.
I almost got this one for you. Do you want to build this one with me?
Yeah.
Let's get this one then, because I really like this flamingo. So we're gonna grab this, and now I'll be able to write stuff on it clearly. But what I want to write on it is like, subscribe to Ziegler Monster YouTube channel, drop your username in this fishbowl, win this Lego, and you'll see what I mean later when we set up the booth. You'll see. It all come together. I don't lose my mind over my choices. I live my life. I eat the food I like. Now, consistently, when I eat every day and the most consistently, yeah, if I can choose something without dyes, I will. If I can choose something without a bunch of nitrates or preservatives, I will. But at the other time, like, I'm not at restaurants or in the back, like asking the chef. I just try to make the best choices I can that fit with my life as easily as I can. And until there's super solid evidence on something, then I'll go out of my way. Now, no one can say we didn't have Lego in an episode of The Road. But of course we would eventually anyway. Welcome to downtown Nashville. We are going to go to The Chef and I, which is right there. We did perfect. We're like right there. So, and judging by all the open parking spaces, they were correct. It is just going to be The Chef and us. Perfect.
How'd you hear about this place?
Google. So I just went to Google. I was trying to find stuff in Nashville. Nashville has a lot going on when it comes to bars, when it comes to food and stuff like that. So I just started searching, and I've been looking for places more and more that aren't steakhouses. I've been looking for Italian, I've been looking for Mediterranean, just different things where I could try, I don't know, a lot of different varieties. Because when you go to steakhouse, it's always steak. And steak is fine, I love steak, but I've eaten hundreds of thousands of pounds of steak. So when I was searching for places to eat earlier, what brought me in was the 5-course and the 7-course tasting, and then having the pan-roasted elk fillet. I thought to myself that this 7-course and this 5-course would probably have some rather exotic, delicious dishes if they're offering something like elk fillet as one of their staples. So, from my understanding, we were just invited into the kitchen. I didn't realize this place was so big. There's an upstairs too.
This will be a
Hey, hello. Thank you.
fun and adventurous. Yeah.
Now we are just outside of the kitchen. We are practically in it.
It's the chef and I.
The chef has invited I, as in us, into his kitchen. This is exactly what I was hoping would happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so fun.
We're gonna try the Chef and I's 7-course tasting menu because that is what they recommend. We are here in the chef's kitchen. We're gonna try some elk,
Tartare,
beef tartare,
free salad,
coconut tomato bisque,
Szechuan fish and risotto, poke from elk, rabbit chorizo and kimchi if we can.
if we can.
We can make it that far, and then crab rangoon.
If we can. We met 2006 on a blind date.
Double date.
A double blind date. Yeah, her best friend at the time was a girl named Kristen. My best friend at the time was a gentleman named Jacob. They were dating each other, and they thought, hey, this would be a perfect opportunity for us to have some friends to go on dates with. You're already friends with Amanda, I'm friends with David, so let's just hook them up. So we went out on the first date to Hibachi's, and she was incredibly nervous. I was nervous. It just didn't go well. No one spoke. No one ate. No one ate or spoke. No one even looked around. It was the most awkward thing I think I've ever attended. And I'm normally good at controlling social. You know, I can liven the mood. I can feel when people aren't having a good time, or I can feel when the artist needs some extra support, and I can normally, but I was just so nervous that all of that was gone. And we just sat in complete silence staring at our rice and chicken.
You know, that was my first real date ever.
Really? Oh. No, I didn't know that.
That's what I was.
And Jacob and Kristen housed their,
Yeah.
they were together for years. At that point, it was just another night for them. So after that, a week or two went by, and then we went on another date. Amanda picked it, and she brought me to the woods.
To the woods.
And we walked in the woods with her dog, and it was a perfect way for us to comfortably enjoy the silence while the ice melted. And then we started to chat, we started to talk. There'd be some silence, you know, while we were nervous or thinking, and we would watch the dog and walk together, and then we would talk some more, and that went really well. That was a good day. Then I was on another date with another lady a week later or so, right? A week later or so. Because I was casually dating at the time. And I remember being on this date with this other girl, and she was just like all the other girls that I knew before her. and I was not having a good time at all. She was having lots of fun. And I remember just sitting there thinking, like, I don't like this situation. And I called that date off early. I left early, and that was a double date also that I was invited on. So I left the three of them, and I drove to her house. I drove straight to her house because she was all I could think about. And I knocked on the door, and your dad answered. And I was like, hey, where's your daughter? And he was like, what? And I was like, I need to speak to her right now. I mean, we had cell phones too, but I was more old school than that. So I made her come into the front door, and I was like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? Like, no casual dating stuff? Like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she was like, well, I did not appreciate the lack of communication over the last 2 weeks or so, I think it was.
So is it?
Yep. But, yes. But we're gonna have to speak better. Apple, toast, beef tartare. What's beef tartare? Is that raw beef?
Yes.
It does not look right. Because it's like raw hamburger. It's 2.5. But it's good. It is good. It doesn't taste raw. It doesn't taste raw. It tastes like a meatball. Not like flavor-wise, but like texture-wise, it's like a meatball. This is a Thai basil caprese salad, tomatoes, cheese, basil. Now, I don't like cheese, or I don't like cheese, and I don't like tomatoes.
But you do like basil.
But I do like basil. Okay, how are you doing this?
Oh, I'm just gonna eat it.
I mean, it doesn't taste bad.
3.
3 Dr. Amanda stars?
Yeah. I don't go below 3 very often. Oh my God.
No, fine. It's a 2. And the reason is it tastes good, but it's a tomato and some cheese. It's like rabbit food.
Fennel is one of the things I kind of don't like, but it depends. If there's too much of it, I get put off. But what?
What is this?
What is this? It's soup.
Tomato soup? Will they bring me tomato soup? What's in the middle? What is that?
I don't know. Yes?
I don't like onions.
Okay. Can we get the man some chicken tenders?
These are very complex flavors.
Can we get some of the
So aromatic. This is quite the experience. They're just all things I don't like.
So it's like tomato bisque like you expect, but there's coconut milk, I think, in it. So it's really coconut forward right at the beginning. It tastes more like this at the end of a bite. So it's surprising because you're expecting it to be like salty, tomatoey bits, but it hits you with some coconut. I like it, but I like interesting things. So I'd probably give it like 2.5. I don't know if I'd give it again.
I think I got a pass.
0?
I think it's a 0 for me. I don't like this at all.
Oh my god.
cooked salmon with sushi rice, risotto, a few other things. It already smells like I like it. It's hot. It's soft. It's delicious. There's a little bit of texture on the outside where it's cooked, a little crisp to it, crust. The rice is extremely soft, but still has texture to it. The sauce is delicious. It's like two flavors. One is like kind of mild, and I don't want to say earthy, but mild. And then the other one is like a tang sweet. And when they come together, it tastes like protein synthesis. This is 4 stars. 4 stars. I would order this when I come here.
You know what's so funny? Because of course David loves it. It's good. I definitely like it. But to me it's like a little too salty and sweet. Like it's got too much of both of those. I like it. It's like a okay. Seaweed salad, avocado, black vinegar, I would get it. I wouldn't call this okay.
No, this is cooked. It's raw. It's rare raw, but it's cooked. It's like blue rare.
It's more of a sashimi equivalent. It's a little piece. I picture it like chunked up and like tossed. Still very good. The meat is really good. The meat on its own, 4.5. The whole thing together, like 3. It's complicated.
That's pretty fair, actually. The meat is really good. I was gonna give it a 4. I'll still give it a 4 for the meat. The rest of the dish, though, the avocado thing is good. This homemade yum yum sauce is good. This water chestnut radish thing tastes neutral.
Yeah.
This seaweed salad, 4 all around. All things a 4. Braised rabbit, right? Is that what he said? Braised rabbit? Rabbit. Braised rabbit. Kimchi. Other stuff as well. There's some onion on here. There's some leaves. I think that's pretty good. There's a lot of flavors in there.
The kimchi is strong. I'm surprised you like that.
I don't know if I got any of that. I think it's good. I like it. I don't know if I got any kimchi, but the meat, really good. That crunch, it's really good. There is like a complexity of flavors going on here
A lot.
that almost start like a pulled pork
It's like very much like pulled pork.
and then goes into something else. I'm gonna give this a 3. This is a strong 3. My dad, he loves crab cakes because he loves crabs. He has property in Maryland that I think he has just so he can go crabbing. It's like a Tostitos pizza roll,
Totino?
but with crab.
Totino.
Nicer quality, of course. And then thrown into mom's spaghetti sauce. It's good.
The sauce is like so sweet.
It's good.
That's what mango is. It's complex. I think it's a 3 for me. I like the crab. My favorite part of all these dishes is the beef. Like all by itself.
Right? That's why I was not very excited about tomatoes and cheese. Chef and I was a fantastic experience. They made it fantastic.
Yeah.
If we got that tasting menu anywhere else in that restaurant, I would not have enjoyed it half as much, I don't think. I loved the atmosphere of where we were. So we are about 1/2 mile, Scooter. We are about one half mile from downtown where all the fun is. We got to experience it a little bit. We have to, at least.
1.5 miles.
No, just 1/2.
No, it's 1.5 miles.
Oh, 1.5 miles. That's more reason to have the scooter, actually. I was thinking to myself as I said it out loud, we don't need scooters.
A half mile is not far.
No, that's not far, but one, and that's 3 times as much. We'll need scooters. So now we need to find scooters. The reason there are 10,000 scooters here is because they don't work past this point. We tried. Look what happened. It said no. No, you are done. So we're gonna walk from here. We're gonna explore. We're gonna find treats, trinkets, cheap love. Just kidding. And then we're gonna come back to our scooters. This is Mini Vegas. Nash Vegas, I think they call it. This is cool. I like how they block off the roads and how easy it is to walk around. It's like a strip, but the strip is not even this easy because there's pedestrian bridges everywhere.
Like the strip, but more charming.
It's like the strip, but more charming. It is. That's a good way to describe it. I didn't know this many people existed. Oh, I hope Alan Jackson's here. Broadway reminds me of country Las Vegas Boulevard. Yeah, it is the country Las Vegas. So when we travel to new places, one of the things we like to do is grab a magnet. Magnets don't really they get forgotten about, but they don't get put away. When you have magnets, they always end up on a fridge, whether it's in your kitchen or it's in the garage, no matter what, they always stick around for a long time. And you're going to grab a tasty beverage and you're like, oh yeah, remember when we went to Nashville? Remember we were in Yellowstone? Oh yeah, Niagara Falls.
Hang on like that.
Okay.
I was looking at lots of those.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you. So what's your first name?
I'm Logan.
Logan, I'm David officially.
Nice
And this
to
is
meet
this is
you.
my wife
Hi,
Amanda.
nice to meet you.
Hey, this is this girl?
Yeah, it's
Hey, I'm
Megan.
Nice to meet you.
I'm David, this is Amanda, this is my girl here. Oh, nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, are you local?
No, I'm from Orlando.
Oh, you're from Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just in town for the Music City Fit Expo.
Okay.
We figured we'd check this shit out. Yeah, this is cool.
Cool.
Yeah, well,
Nice to meet you.
yeah, you too, Logan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great, man. Super
Go.
cool. You too, I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you.
Yeah.
So many people here. Legendary Milkshake Bar. Oh, this looks good. Strawberry cheesecake, death by chocolate, campfire s'mores, coffee and donuts, cappuccino and donuts. Check this stuff out. That's what they look like. You gotta sit down and eat these things. Like we have to sit here and like eat this thing. It's gonna have like fried chicken. That's easy. That's so easy. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I mean, but look at these. That one has a slice of cheesecake. I can't even eat a whole slice of cheesecake sometimes. Well, sometimes I eat the whole cheesecake. But we might have to come back. Now that I know we can use scooters so efficiently. This is legendary ice cream. This is chocolate chip cookie dough. And it is rich. 3.5 easy.
It's nostalgic. And I can eat just one. No, I feel like I would rate it low, but that's because I'm He's not a fan of sweets anymore. So it's probably very good ice cream.
So first day in Nashville, I think, was awesome. We did pretty much everything I wanted to do. We came to Nashville, we got in a workout, we got to see downtown, we had food, we had dessert, we got to take in the whole nightlife. We still have episodes of Guest Pass to film tomorrow. Then we have the expo, which I'm excited for because this is my first expo. I've been invited to expos in the past, I've worked them in the past. This is the first time that I've ever had an expo that was for me, that had my name on it, that was my production, my everything. So this is very exciting for me. Out of the 30, 40 expos I've worked, this is my first one. So I'm really excited for that. Then after that, we're gonna film more episodes of Guest Pass. So this weekend is gonna be full of activity. But before we start anything, we have one thing left for today. It is Amanda's birthday. So we got her something special here, and I think she's gonna like it, but we'll see. We'll see how many stars we get. Don't wanna sit down?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, because it looks chilly.
Okay. Well, here's your gift.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
It's so cute. What's this in here? Aw, Lego flowers. That's a good gift for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, tropical.
Aren't these the ones around the pond?
I think they're lilies.
Okay.
They look similar.
Okay.
That's so cute. I love this. But the real gift is in here. It's a 14-day Alaskan cruise on a luxury cruise line. That's gonna be really cool. I've been wanting to do that for years.
For a decade, I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.